Okay, so the next one that we are going to discuss in here is about binomial theorem. This is, I can say, another level. This is not like a normal counting problem that we explained earlier, like sum of rule of sum and rule of product or permutations and combinations that we can see in a daily life problems. This binomial theorem is somehow is used in another area, like in polynomial, yet it's actually it also can be used for real scenario problems, but I don't think you will see it so far unless you are later on or in futures working in networking or working in finance or accounting or any other type of job that relate with or work with many data, then this binomial theorem will be very important. However, of course, here I'm only going to discuss and show it to you what does mean and how are we going to implementing it. Okay, so I will start with easy example first. For example, if I ask you about let's see 3 to the power of 2. So what do you say? This definitely 3 times 3, and you know that will be 9. And what about 3 to the power of 3? So that will be 3 times 3 times 3, then you can get 27. What about 3 to the power of 1? So definitely this will be 3. And what about 3 to the power of 0? Any number powered by 0, the result will be 1. Or if I make it in general, definitely if I just assume any number, let's just call a. If a to the power of 0, that will be 1. And then a to the power of 1, that will be a. A to the power of 2, that will be a times a. Then of course, if we get the number, we can easily count that. Or a to the power of 3, then you will get a times a times a. And a to the power of 4, that will be a times a times a times a. And a to the power of n definitely will be a times a times a, and so on until a. How many times? Of course, this will be n times. So this is just a simple one, because we only deal with one variable or one parameter or one number only. But what if we have, for examples, a plus b, so two numbers now to the power of 0. What you say? Remember, this one maybe looks weird, but don't forget the first definition given here. Anything you powered by 0, the result will be 1. So for this guy here, of course, this will be 1. Okay, so now what about a plus b to the power of 1? Again, anything you power by 1, that will be the same. Result you can get in that. Okay, so that will be a plus b. Okay, now what about a plus b to the power of 2? So of course we can use the concept a to the power of 2 in here, which is a times a. So when we get a plus b to the power of 2, that will be a plus b, a times a plus b. So 2 times, right? So if we do this, we will get what? A times a, we will get a square. A times plus b, we can get ab. And then b times a, we will get ba, but it also the same, just to write ab. And then plus again b times b, we will get b square. Then we can check the one that have same parameters, ab. So we can simplify this. A square plus ab we get 2ab plus the last one is b square. Okay, I hope you're not confused why ab plus ab equal to 2ab. It's just the same like a plus a, what you get 2a, like that, yeah. Because here actually there is 1 and there is 1 here, but we didn't write normally if it's only 1. So 1 plus 1, 2 here, and the parameters or the variable is a over there. Okay, so let's continue. What if we have a plus b to the power of 3? So we will have a plus b times a plus b times a plus b. So over here we already get the result from earlier here. So to make it easy, we can just put a plus b. For the one over here, move to here. And for the one at the back on the continuation, we can make a use the earlier example here, earlier calculations here. So which is a square plus 2ab plus b square. Then we can multiply this. So a with a square, a times a square will be a to the power of 3. And then a times 2ab, a times 2ab, so 2 a square b. You have to be able to figure that one. And then a times b square, we get a b square. That's all for a. Now for b, plus b times a square, we get a square b plus b times 2ab here, we get 2ab square, yeah, b times 2ab. And then the last one here, b times b square, we get b to the power of 3. Okay, so now we can simplify this. Take a look the one with the same variables, a square b, a square b. So this is the same one. So and this one ab square, ab square. So we can add the one with the same parameters. So now simplified, a to the power of 3. This one 2ab, 2a square b plus a square b become 2 here, 1 here, become 3 a square b plus same here, ab square plus 2ab square, we get 3ab square. Okay, and then last one we have b to the power of 3. Okay, so now we already done for to the power of 0, to the power of 1, to the power of 2, and to the power of 3. We can do to the power of 4, but you can do it if you would like, but I leave it first because from here we already can see the pattern already. Okay, so how is it the patterns? Let's continue to the next video.